Alright, let us continue the Dawn Trail Hildebrand Manderville quests, or Hardiboiled, who knows, with Wizened Testimony, level 100 still, given to us by Nashu. We are in Solution 9, in the Recreation Zone, the north part of it. Here we go. Cutscene. Mercy, here to help again, are you? As things stand, I'm still waiting on word from...
Yours truly, I assume, says Hardiboiled, coming up to join us. Yours truly.
Still in his... He looks so cool, man. In my opinion, I don't know.
Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar in Everkeep for signs of this Hildebrand character.
It's pronounced Hildebrand, which is funny for Nashu to be correcting somebody. He kind of looks up a little bit. Sunglasses, hat on, by the way.
Well, however you say it, he was nowhere to be found.
Oh, where could the inspector be?
Chin up, dollface. The case ain't over yet, and I always get my man. When the trail goes cold, the trick is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again, and leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem.
Uh-oh. I nod to Nashu. She starts explaining. I start explaining. Hardiboiled kind of crosses his arms and listens. She goes back to explaining, tail raised for a second. Something very exciting, I guess. Camera goes black. I'm explaining now. She nods.
So, you followed rumors of the flying disc which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place where it most likely crashed down, here. You also think he was caught inside the dome when it appeared and, from your perspective, went through 30 years in the blink of an eye. Sounds like crazy talk. But I've seen enough strangeness in my line of work that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. And since we've got no leads on the man himself, I say we try jogging memories about the shiny starship instead. We'll want to question other people native to your world who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that age seem to enjoy parks, like the one outside the residential radii. Yeah, let's go.
You know what's weird? I'm not sure I've seen the word radii, like the plural of radius, spelled in a while. R-A-delta-I-I? I don't know why that seemed weird to me. But that should be how it's spelled. Radii. And we go to the nearest Ethernet shard to teleport over to the information center, which is the closest telepoint to where we need to go. We head west. Oh, we still have jog. Cool. As long as I don't switch jobs or leave the overall Sector 9 area. Here's Nashu in the park over near the residential, or in the residential sector, one of the parks at least. And we talk to Hardiboiled to continue.
Old timers aplenty, as promised. Pick a prune and get to it.
Calling old people a prune. Oh, I still have that illustration I lent to you last time. Showing it around should help nudge some ancient noggins. Hands it to me. This time it has her drawing. I added a sketch of the inspector's face to make things even easier. It's not terrible. His arm is thin and out at an awkward angle, but he's giving a thumbs up. He's got a couple, like, yellow stars around his head. His teeth and lips look pretty awful, as does his nose, but, you know, it's okay. I have another copy for myself, but that only makes two. Mercy, you and Detective Hardiboiled will have to share. She nods to Hardy, and, she goes off to do her thing, jogging away.
We are talking 3 decades ago here, so having a picture should come in handy, even if the dame's work is on the same level as a finger-painting toddler's magnum opus. Mercy, was it? Well, you let me know when you're ready to bother some park goers. Right, let's start showing that picture around then. Keep an eye out for older Hayun and Hetsaro, that would be the Makot, that I've hailed from outside the dome. Oh, and don't forget the Shatona.
I don't know who the Shitona are. Is that what they call the Rogan here? Hetzaro. So this is a male Makot. Middle-aged. May I help you? Hand over the starship illustration. Got some kids jumping rope over there with the mom watching them. I'm sorry, but 30 years ago I was practically an infant. Far too young to remember such much of anything. That picture is very cute, though. Did your child draw it for you? It's fun. Poor Nashu. Try to encourage her, but I mean, an elderly Hyun woman, older than the last by maybe 30 years, sitting on a bench, 30 or more maybe. What can this old lady do for you? Hand over the picture, illustration, whatever. "30 years ago? I honestly don't recall. My memories of that time are faded at best, my dears." "That is a lovely drawing of you, though, sir. Really captures your essence," she says to Hardy. "That slack-jawed mug? You gotta be kidding me." Head further west. We get an optional chat bubble thingy, which we will take because we always take them. Did I miss one? Hopefully not. Talk to Hardy. Discuss the vending machines for some reason. "Vending machines caught your eye? Yeah, you could buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink, but luxuries like that make you soft. When I'm alone, walking through the darkest, dingiest parts of the city, I need something as weathered and weary as I am. I'll stick to my eggs, thanks." Just regular talk. If this Hildebrand really does look like me, I look forward to meeting him in the flesh, if only to see if the resemblance is more than skin deep. Oh, it's mostly just skin deep. We walk past this dude who's just having a good... Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, okay. I had to zoom in. Dude just laying in the grass. And an elderly Hyun man on the bench. "What would you be wanting with me, then?" Hand over the illustration. Hey, Alpha. Can't say as I'm familiar with it. But I do remember 3 decades ago, when I was still in the bloom of youth. Well, middle age. Say, I remember you, the clever Git, who took back me furball tonic from that thieving horse son. That was a good bit of sleuthing, it was. No need for all that, was just doing my job. Sorry to see that the tonic didn't do its job, though. The dude is bald. The dude is bald, that's what I tried to say, words. It's not about growing me hair back, it's about the routine. About 40 years of massaging me scalp and basking in the same fragrant aromas every morning. Doesn't feel right to start the day without it. 40 years of using an Everkeep-made product? Ah, that's right. You're an Alexandrian, born and bred, same as me. There's no way you could have seen the starship we're after. Sorry to bother you, sir. Well, no one said it would be easy dredging up eyewitness accounts from so long ago. This is where grit and persistence comes into it. I spied a Shitona fella heading towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age with how long they live, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky this time. I mean, does that mean he's Elzen? Is it the same one? Vending machines? Yeah. Further west and a tiny bit north. Up a couple sets of stairs. Oh, it's one of the bunnykin. He's not that... Oh, I guess, yeah, you don't know how long they live. He doesn't look old. Sitting in the grass, looking out over the park. Shitona man of indeterminate age. Lovely day, isn't it? Says the white-haired, white-eared bunny man. Hand over the illustration. Oh, Alpha, get out of his lap unless he says it's okay. I'm not sure I recognize the man. Hard to tell with such a, simple drawing. Forget about the drawing. We're more interested in what you know about the flying disc. Oh yes, the craft I do recall seeing. When I yet felt the sun upon my face, I was living in a very different kind of life at the time. It was during a hunt that I spotted it. Flying machines were a rare sight back then, so I remember it well, even now. And do you remember where it was headed? It appeared to crash somewhere in Yuweyawata to the north. I was of a mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared, and I had far, far stranger things to worry about. There, what did I tell you? Let's find your pal Nashu and share the good news. Head back to the east. there's another optional chat, and it looks like it's probably the same one by the vending machines. So I won't even try again. Then it's south after we go down the couple sets of stairs. Nashi was talking to a human dude. Cutscene. She bows to the dude. He walks away. No one seems to know anything about the starship. Did you fare any better? He says what we've learned. So it came down somewhere near this Yuweyawata place. I don't suppose either of you have been there before? Of course I have, yeah. I say as much. And then I say some more. A research facility, you say? If some unidentified shiny object fell from the sky nearby, then I'd wager their people soon scooped it up. It seems we have our destination, but how to get across the lake? My options are we could ask a reforger, or we could take a hover cargo. I don't remember. I don't know. We could take a hover cargo? That we could. The reforgers have a few, and I happen to know one of an accommodating disposition. He turns and puts his hand to his ear to make a call. Screen goes black. We come back. Turns back to us. Right, that's our transportation sorted. Nasha gives her her normal clap in front of her face, one leg kicked back up. What I'm stuck on, though, is how you've already been to this Yuweyawata when I'm only just learning such a place even existed. What's your deal, anyway? My options are I'm Mercy, agent of adventure, or I'm simply an ardent admirer of Inspector Hildebrand. Neither of those things explains why I've been to Yuweyawata. What? I'm Mercy, agent of adventure. I pat my chest a couple times with a smile. You adventure for a living, is that it? Well, it's clear you're no fresh-faced mook. Let's press on with the investigation. My reforger friend should have a hover cargo waiting for us at the Drift Downs. I better pack a dose of Nashu's delights. Those explosives of yours? Leave them behind. Don't need no Dizzy Dane blowing herself up on my watch. Or me, for that matter. She looks shocked by this. Hands up. He goes walking after midnight. She puts her hand to her face, doing the tapping with the fist on her cheek, thinking. I just give a shrug and it might be a good idea kind of smile. He goes walking to after midnight. I'm just going to teleport and then fly. So teleport to the outskirts of Heritage Found. And then fly west. Oh. Thought I hit auto run. Where's the opening? Oh, it's up here. Through the bridge that's in the giant wall that splits this zone. And then a little bit south-southwest, or west-southwest. An accommodating reforger, talking to Hardiboiled. I hear you need transport to Yuweyawata. The hover cargo is ready if you are. Sorry, it's a woman, my bad. Ready if you are. Yes, let's go. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Once we're in here now. We'll talk to Hardiboiled to continue. This place is a... Did I do that? I'll get it centered. This place is a mess, but I don't see any monsters roaming the halls. At least, should be safe to split up and have a look around. Yeah, we see cages where they housed animals for experimentation, cargo cubes. We have some cabinets here, some rummaged through. Unblocked cabinet drawer. Shuffling through the various documents in the cabinet, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 1. According to an associate native to these lands, the unidentified vessel we recovered near Yuweyawata had flown into the region not long before the dome manifested. Their testimony was corroborated by a thorough examination of the wreckage, which yielded not a single sliver of electrode. The vessel was, without a doubt, manufactured using technology fundamentally unlike our own. This mystery was further compounded by the discovery of a Hyun survivor within the craft. Despite the apparent force of the impact, the lone male occupant had sustained no visible injuries. By the way, I don't know why, I never talked about this. I don't know why Godbert would have said this if he was lying, or if he was telling, I don't think he was telling the truth. But in the previous series that were like the level 90 quests that started in Razat Han, we saw a projection of, I forgot his name, but like Godbert's father, I believe, explaining that they are aliens, kind of parasitic aliens, really, that usually only enter a host that is a Coblin kind of monster. They don't really infect and then inhabit the body of intelligent people, but anyway, revealed that they're aliens. And then near the end of that quest or the next one, Godbert explains to Delian, the writer for that extraterrestrial newspaper, that that line died out, so there are no parasites, those aliens don't exist anymore, we're actually adopted and blah blah blah. I think he was lying, and Delian just accepted it. I don't know. Anyway, scattered documents on top of some structure with 5 drawers on it. Skimming through the various documents, confidential files 2, blah blah blah. The Hyun male we extracted from the wreckage is an abnormal specimen indeed. While physically unharmed and in clear possession of a soul, he yet remains in a comatose state. The absence of reaction to any and all external stimuli is indicative of temporal stasis. Every method we have attempted, be it electric shock, a hot bath, or a sharp slap across the face, has failed to wake the subject. Is his remarkable corporeal fortitude an innate natural quality, or was it acquired with the aid of unknown technology? My enthusiasm for this research knows no bounds. Yeah, I would guess. Now she was looking in the window at some, humanoid shapes that are in some stasis tanks, just floating upright. A lot of people being pickled in here, but Inspector Hildebrand isn't among them. Speaking of which, did you see where Detective Hardiboiled went? We didn't need to talk to her, but, she was there and I felt like it. Sometimes I do that. Deal with it. But yeah, this is a dungeon. We had to run through here and clear it out. I think I'll be doing it a heck of a lot more because I have a lot of jobs that are around the level that would need to come through. Well, sorry. A lot of jobs that still are below the level of this dungeon that will get here eventually, and I will be spamming it ad nauseum. Leveling alts is faster. Oh, here we go. When you have a higher leveled job already on that same character, but it is still a slog. If you're doing the storyline, you're at least, you're getting experience from all the story quests, and if you're only leveling one job the entire way up, you don't have to do really anything on the side. But here's an abandoned clipboard. Document 3, blah blah blah. I cannot underestimate the incalculable potential I see in our mystery subject. Sorry, I cannot understate the incalculable potential. If we could but unlock the secret of his preternatural resilience, then we would never again need risk the dangers inherent in the transfer of monstrous souls. While some of my colleagues insist that vivisection is our only recourse, such an extreme measure would mean forsaking the knowledge the man might impart to us regarding his equally intriguing flying vessel. For the time being, we have decided to suspend all research related to the subject. The specimen will be preserved in a biocapsule in Sector 51 and placed under observation in the hopes that he will one day regain consciousness. Oh. We go back the way we came. But yeah, hallways with like destroyed desks, like cell doors broken open. Hardiboiled is inspecting a control panel. Mercy, sorry, something else in the records caught my attention. It led me to a different floor. Had to rustle up a verification key first, so I haven't spent any time on your Starship mystery. Did you turn anything up yet? I explained what I found. They were keeping him in Sector 51. The key I found should let us access that area. Let's grab your pal, Nashu, and head there now. Cutscene. Three of us are walking. Nashu gets a little bit of a surprised face and then a smile. Inspector Hildebrand, there you are. She does her customary hands clap in front of her face, foot kicked up thing. She goes running to a stasis pod, the only one in this room that's unbroken. In fact, there he is, eyes closed, in a muscle pose, floating vertically. She jumps for joy. You two been yanking my chain. This clown doesn't look anything like me. Well, opinions aside, we've located our man. A hard-boiled egg would really hit the spot right now. Takes off his hat. Nashu looks up at the stasis thing. Hardiboiled is going through his pockets, not finding an egg. Nashu saunters a little bit over to me, holds out an egg. Here, give this to the detective, she says. Not at all conspicuously. I look at her, narrow my eyes a bit. She smiles even brighter. I am wary and scared, but I take the egg. We have this like black and white flash where I look like Hardiboiled in his getup, which I would really like to have. Sunglasses, overcoat and all, hat and stuff. I reach in my pocket, still black and white. My options are, I have the egg in my hand. My options are from the lady, or a present just for you, or ... From the lady, I say. I look so cool. I want this outfit so bad. I would wear it for everything. We see Nashu in her provocative... I can't think of words sometimes. Appreciate it, he says, taking the egg. Her, like, form-fitting tuxedo, showing off ample cleavage. He taps the egg on his forehead. It does the whole shining thing before an explosion. It explodes, blasting the glass of the containment unit behind him, which then falls to the ground. We see Hildy on the floor now. Hardiboiled breathes out the smoke as he did last time, adjusts his tie again like last time, smoking a little bit like from the clothing. I never could refuse the kindness of strangers. Puts his shades on. They look like they were missing. Oh, he puts regular glasses on. And his hat. We start walking to each other. There seems to be something maybe coming our way. Oh yeah, this place had zombies. That's right. 3, 4, all the research scientists and such, or some of them at least, are zombified and shambling towards us. Not really all that slowly. Nashu's panicking. There's a horde of them. They're all in the like hunched over zombie poses. But Hildy is a zombie speaker. These punks must be feeling lucky. He whips out an actual gun. It's got lit up purple here and there. Has a rotating cartridge. Points it, shoots. Zombie electrified in a couple poses, goes down. Very much shocked from Nashu. Another zombie approaches. Sticks, but Hildy, in just his white underpants, sticks his finger in the barrel of the gun, smiles at Hardiboiled. He's standing in front of him now. There's no need for firearms, nor fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Nashu jumps for joy. We don't often see Hildy in his underwear. Attention, everyone. Follow my lead, if you please. We zoom in on a couple zombie faces. The one that was shocked gets back up. Dashing around, Hildy takes the hat from Hardiboiled. We have a spotlight on him. He starts doing a Michael Jackson dance with some poses. Starts moving his legs back and forth. The female zombie, looking at it, kind of head starts shaking along with the beat. Muscle pose. 2 zombies join him, start dancing with him. Hands pointing to head, like the thinking. Jazz hands with can leg kicks. Hug pose. You know, the dance. Ending with the very muscular pose. All the zombies are clapping. Hildy goes into a couple poses, claps above his head. Splendid, most splendid. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner. They're all standing upright, straight, not hunched anymore. But now they go hunched over, shambling away as a massive group. He's waving as they go. He turns to us, starts posing. I fear I may have overslept a trifle. But I, Hildebrand, well-rested agent of enquiry, now stand before you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Gives a smile with the little twinkle. Now she claps above her above her head. I clap in front of my chest. By the way, who is this austere-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap? This is Detective Hardiboiled, your soul twin from another world. He rushes up, face to face with him, looking him over. Why, my dear Nashu, this man possesses nary a speck of my singular aplomb. He does not resemble me in the slightest. I couldn't agree more. My sweet old grandmother has more grit in her pinky finger. Black screen, they're looking at each other, kind of a showdown. Finger guns from Hardiboiled. That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses, but the two of you seem practically identical. The odd thing here is how you look. That's how you look too damn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years. And don't get me started on how you charmed those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you? He says as Hildy does a pose in front of him. The inspector has a very unique physique for one, and as for the zombies, he's had an excellent rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire. That raises more questions than answers. Still, we can consider your missing person case closed. Which leaves me to chew on the something else that caught my attention earlier. I smell a new case brewing, and I mean to follow my nose. Hildy gets one of those goofy smiles on his face. A case, you say? Then allow me to offer the services of Hildebrand, Inspector Extraordinaire. Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture, but I'll bite. What does a fellow like you even inspect? Impenetrable mysteries and unsolved cases, of course, she says, jumping for joy. So we're in the same business, eh? Makes me wonder how this gentleman act of yours actually helps you get the job done. I, too, am curious to see if beneath that leathery gumshoe exterior, you have the gumption to handle the truly difficult cases. They have fire in the background now as they kind of have their fists up, face to face. The dame, she's your assistant? She goes rushing to Hildy's side. Loyal and steadfast, she says, giving her little butt out pose and then kitty arms in the air pose. I had an assistant once. He puts his hand on his hat, lowers his head. But now ain't the time to reminisce. I have a new case to work on. This'll be just the thing to prove your sleuthing chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and get down to brass tacks. He goes walking past him. And everybody starts walking too. 1230 gil is our reward. Quest complete. Little after scene, maybe? Nope. Cool. Our next quest is going to be in here. Hildy is now tuxedoed up. not tattered at all. We do have some tatteredness still from Hardiboiled, thanks to all the bombs. But yeah, next quest coming your way soon, today, easily, for sure. Hope you enjoyed this one. I did. Bye-bye for now. I really enjoy the writing. I wonder if they have some kind of like comic or like a comedy writer help them with the ideas and stuff. Because very, very fun. I like it. I've laughed out loud a bunch of times. Not like uproariously laughing, you know, like if a comic hits an extremely good joke kind of thing, but like, oh my god, like, you know, that kind of laughing. Anyway, bye.